Welcome back. This is mathematicsclass.org. We continue looking at question 3 of the CSEC Mathematics 2020 January past paper. What the question here says is that a quadrilateral, that's 4 sides, quadrilateral PQRS. Okay, so this is it, PQRS. Go back to P, and its image P prime, that's here, Q prime, R prime, S prime, okay, are shown on the grid below. All right, we see them. Now, what does it say we're to do? Write down the mathematical name for the quadrilateral PQRS. All right, the mathematical name. Well, in this case, you see that it has 4 sides. 2 sides are parallel. So you have one pair of sides parallel. The other 2 sides may or may not be parallel. In this case, they're clearly not parallel. All right. And there is a 90 degree at P. Angle QPS is a right angle. So, what do you think the name of this is? What did you write down when you were doing it? Because you really should be doing these questions before you watch the videos. This is a my writing. It is a trapezium. All right, this is a trapezium. But anyway, let's move on. What else do they want us to do? PQRS is mapped onto P prime, Q prime, R prime, S prime. So that's a small trapezium is mapped onto the big trapezium here by an enlargement with a scale factor K about center C. Okay. Using the diagram above, determine the values of A, B, and K. All right. So let's just copy this part and put it on another whiteboard. Just curious to find out what else they will want us to do. Oh, this is the final. This is going to be the final part of question C. Once you see it says total 9 marks. Question 4 starts later. All right, so let's do this part. I've already copied the graph here. Let's paste our instruction here. All right. Now, you're going to use the diagram above to determine the values of A, B, and K. It says you have a scale factor K. Now, let's look at K itself before we look at A and B. From Q to R, you have 1 centimeter covered. From Q prime to R prime, you have 1, 2, 3 centimeters. What that is telling you is that the scale factor, that means how much longer each side of the image is compared to the object. It is, let me write it over here. K, the scale factor K is 3. All right. You could also look at it and see it here. From Q to P is 1. From Q to P prime is 1, 2, 3. From Q to prime to P prime. From R to S, this is from one corner to the other of a square. That's one diagonal of the square. From R prime to S prime is 1, 2, 3 diagonals of the square. From P to S, you have 2 centimeters covered. From P prime to S prime, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 centimeters covered. 6 compared to 2, that's 3 times. Right, so that means each side of the image is 3 times longer than that of the object. Now what else do they say? The center is AB, the center C is located at AB. So the center of enlargement is at AB. How you do that? You project a line from a point on the image back to the point on the object, and I end up somewhere about here. This line is a bit thick. I want a thinner line. Let's use a different color too. Alright. This a bit too thin. Okay. From Q prime through Q and back. Let's go from R prime through R and see where they intersect. From R prime through R. From R prime through R. From P prime through P. From P prime through P. Okay. And you could go from S prime through S. So the intersection of these lines is right here. Alright? So that coordinate, the coordinates of that are what? It is above. This is, if you should fill in these numbers here that they missed out, it would be -1, -2, -3, -4. It would be above -4, and beside it would be 1, 2, 3, and beside 1. Okay, so it's x equal -4, y is equal to 1, because it's above -4 on the x-axis and beside 1 on the y-axis. So what you would have then is that C is located at -4, 1. So therefore A is -4 and B is 1. Alright, so you see that. So that's it for question 3. What we'll do, what we'll do later on is look at question 4. We'll do that in another video, so I will see you then.